Oh, hi. It's Friday. I decided to come into the nature park because Pokemon Week. My Cyndaquil is gonna, it's like 0.75 kilometers per. I'm also inundating my lungs with allergens. I know it's a terrible idea, but it helps. I didn't jog on the paved paths because there's a lot of people and there's a lot of children workshops going on where they're like kneeled down and a lot of old people walking. When I get back to these trails, that's when I do my stuff. And I'm just trying to lose a little bit of weight. And by a little bit, could even be 10 or 15 pounds. I got up to 220 and I realized when I started losing weight, I was at 240. And I went down and I came back up. Now a fair bit of that is muscle. But, you know, I don't eat the healthiest. And my thighs are a little bit big and they kind of get in my way when I'm trying to do defensive back stuff. Because while the pants are great and they slide, I'm still there's just physical barriers. It's sort of like if you got a big tummy, you can't really do a full-blown crunch because you can't push your belly into your thighs. Matter does not like to coexist with matter. And so, other people out jogging today. And trail walking and stuff. I'm gathering Pokestops. Because why not? I mean, I'm just getting a bunch of differing Pokestops. I was gonna actually I don't know. I'm not also walking at a slow pace. I'm walking at a fairly brisk pace. I'm not going any slower than 3.5. But I can definitely tell that my skin is kind of itchy and crawling. Again, I've got pretty bad allergies. And the nature park is full of plants. Plants upon plants. I mean, it's a nature park. It's a nature preserve, actually. As I've told many people before, there's like owls and there's like deer that live in here. It's not a small place. But I've also got an egg going in the hatching. It's at 5.5 of 10 kilometers. So this puts extra mileage, I guess, even though it's measured in kilometers. But so Nick's going to an interview and hopefully he gets the job. But after that, we're gonna go back out, maybe run some routes, or if anything, they'll just field punts. And I'll long snap to Nick because I don't know why. And I'm gonna say this, and y'all can rage in the comments. I don't know what it is, but whenever I watch a long snapper, I'm just like, that looks sexy. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I want to like stick my ass up in the air in tight spandex. I don't know. Who knows? But I've always just like, I don't know. I have this urge. And we have Caden as a long snapper, but I'm just like, why don't we have a backup? Do we have a backup? It doesn't really matter. Because what if the person we have as a backup also gets injured or doesn't show up to a game? So, still got muddy patches here that are full of growth. I can feel my sandals slipping every once in a while. Yeah, I'm in shorts, tank top, and sandals right now. It is like 68 degrees air temperature, but in here the humidity is so high That's also why I'm having trouble breathing, is because there's so much humidity. But just kind of getting everything used to, because we're at Woodland Middle School tomorrow, and that is right next to some rivers, and right next to the Columbia River, which is not a small river, and it may be up into the upper 70s, and then by the time we do that, it could even feel like it's up into the 80s. Right next to a river, you're just gonna have a whole bunch of humidity. So I gotta get a little bit going on my lungs, and what do we have, 5 minutes? Here, prepare for shaking. Figured I'd just run this path, even though it's hella slick, especially with a little bit of mud on the bottom. Get my heart rate back up there. Been walking for 5 minutes. That's bullshit. I'll have to see how long that was. Oh, Pokemon, open back up. Like 30 seconds, at least. And that's not my jog. That was 7.5, 8 miles an hour. But you can see the asthma's kicking in. And I got a lot of people like, "You're so out of shape, man." Well, no shit, I'm out of shape. Obligatory biography time. I smoked since I was 18 until I was 33 years old. No. Yes, I was 32. So almost 14 years. And I wasn't a light smoker. Only near the end years was I down to like 3 or 4 a day. And then we got, not to mention, cigarettes weren't the only thing I smoked, if you know what I mean. But anyways, so I tore up my throat and my upper lungs. So it's, in a way, no surprise that I've got a bit of the asthma. It's not crippling per se, but it's, oh, come on, Onyx. It's definitely stress-induced. Stress could be exercise. Sometimes I have an asthma attack in the middle of having one of my meltdowns because I'm doing that, and it dries out my throat. Here I don't have to worry too much about it drying out my throat because it's so humid in here. But it's definitely something I gotta worry about other places. So, we got 8. Oh, hello, it's almost time for the end of the vlog. All right, probably catch some more Pokemons. Getting around back to where there's a lot of Pokestops, and there'll be a lot more Pokemons. So I will check you guys on Monday. We'll have a home game, black uniforms. Should be a great game. Snake versus snake, cobras versus vipers. So enjoy your weekend if you're in the Pacific Northwest, because it's going to be sunny. If you're everywhere else, apparently the world is falling apart. Bye.